Please, can you still see my screen? I mean, okay, yes, it should be on now. Yeah, good. So we won't be spending so much time today looking at how we can just have the remaining sheets done in 1 hour. And by the remaining sheets, I am talking about um, data cleaning, as it regards the case format, flash fill, and then named named ranges. So I'm trying to see if we can finish up in the next 1 hour, and then we can go start our day proper. So last week we talked about think values, date format, and extraction. But in today's class, we will start with case. And where do you use case? You have this done when you have your information or your data set or the your input on the sheets in a very disorganized manner. So I have an example already on my screen where you can have some names in all caps, you can have some small letters. And then if you're working with a data set, you can't, if it's so disorganized, it turns people off, or it turns the person who will be reviewing off. So part of the data cleaning function that we'll be using today is the case function. And in the case function, we have what we call the uppercase, the lowercase, and the proper case. It is very easy to do. So in case you stumble on a data set that is disorganized in relation to the wordings that you have in the data set, all you just need to do is to use your case function. Now it depends on what you want it to look like. If you want everything to be in a proper case or all caps um or in a smaller case. So how do we use it? All you just need to do as usual is to start your function with equals to sign. Then you type in your upper, that is if you want your cleaning to be in an uppercase. Then Excel will always throw up the next line of action for you, which is what? Text. What text do you want me to work with? With my own data set, I don't know what is showing on your own part. On my own, I will be working on the cell A10. So if I should do set A10 and then close my parentheses, I hit enter, it will automatically do the same for all other data that I have on that column. So very easy to use. If you want everything to be in capital letter, use your uppercase. If you want everything to be in lower case, all you just need to do is to type your lower, um enter your text, and then hit the enter button, then drag it down. You will have all your data in the lower case. Now, if you want it to be in a sentence case, Excel function will tell you to use Excel function will tell you to use proper, the proper case. So just the same way we have applied upper and lower case, all you need to do here is to type in your proper case. Excel will throw that up for you. and then you insert the text that you want to work with and hit enter. Now you have it in a sentence case, or have the first word in capital and others in lowercase. So this is a very simple way of having your data set clean, or the wordings or the data cleaned up when it is disorganized. Do you have any question? Okay, so I move to the next. So in the next one, we'll be working with conditional formatting. And I will just give an example. Maybe in my example, what we are looking at here is if you're working with a team of people, or you're working with your manager, and then you have some prompt questions, like questions that will require you to provide answers immediately. So instead of you having to quickly work with some some of the logical functions and having to type equals to this and this and that, what conditional formatting will do for you is to highlight those answers for you in your data set. I want to believe that we've gone through all this, and this is just me talking through it. So we have a data set now that is talking about the sales data done, and the data has the salesperson field and the months containing the total amount of sales made by each salesperson. Now, Motolani is with our line manager, who is now asking us some questions, immediate prompt that, they needed immediate answers from her. So instead of going back and forth, she can actually leverage the conditional formatting to get this done. When do you now get the conditional formatting? If you look at my cursor, this is where you can see where I am pointing to with my mouse. So under the conditional formatting, we have some rules, and you can also create your own rule yourself. You can manage your rules and you can clear your rules. So with this, if we, for instance, want to look at the numbers that are greater than a particular condition, then so if you have a particular condition, for example, and you want to quickly use that condition to arrive at an answer, what conditional formatting will do for you is to spot where you are headed and highlight it for you. So that way, if you say you want numbers greater than 4, conditional formatting will highlight for you, and on the spot, Motolani can tell the line manager that, okay, I have 7 numbers greater than 4 in that particular column or in that month. So it's just like you asking your child, what is 2 plus 2? And your child is responding immediately, 2 plus 2 is 4. Or you're saying, okay, how many numbers are less than 5 in this table? And your child responding to you to say, I have 2 numbers that are lesser than number 5. So these are examples of what conditional formatting can do, and we will try that out now. So First example, please, this is quite interactive and I will need us to, if possible, if you can unmute your mic, I will appreciate it if you can. We had said that it will be engaging, so it's not just one person um, taking over the mic here. So we have four problems here, and I want us to solve it together using the conditional formatting. For the first question, we have using condition formatting, which salespersons met or exceeded a monthly target of $10,000 in the month of May. So we look at all of this now. Assuming we don't have what we call conditional formatting, then we need to start typing in some formulas to be able to extract that information. Or we need to start to look at each cells and or each rows and columns to be able to answer that question. But for conditional formatting, all we just need to do is to highlight all the cells that has the month that we want to work with. Here we are talking about the month of May. So we go to the month of May, highlight it from the first amount to the last. Then you go to conditional formatting. Conditional formatting will then prompt some template or some things that you can, or some rules, that's the word, some rules that you can use to filter your answer. So our question says we should find numbers that is greater than $10,000. Now, Motolani will type $10,000 in that cell. There is what we call the format cell. So our format cell here is the cell B, which has the month of May. So what you will have there is the condition. The condition for us is $10,000. Once you type that in, you also have another option to say, please color it green for me, or color it red, or color it whatever it is. So I will just leave it as light red filled with dark red text. That is what I want to have. And then I will hit OK. So how many salespersons exceeded the 10,000 monthly target here?
Two persons.
Thank you very much. So in this case now, instead of going through each rows one by one to then say, okay, the first row 3,000, okay, this one did not, okay, immediately conditional formatting will just highlight for you, and then you're good to go. So let me take out this one that we have solved. The second one, can someone please take us through how to get the answer? I don't want Motalani. I don't want people that usually engage in the class. I just want someone who is the silent learner to take a try. I will call names, so because now I want to follow your instruction. I want to see if we are able to use the conditional formatting for the second question. The second one says, how many months had total sales of $150,000 or above? How many months had total sales? Now, we are looking at all the months, not just May, as we did for question 1. So can someone try this? Auntie Motolani, can I ask for a favor, please?
Ikmot raised her hand up first. Maybe she should go ahead.
Who? Who's
Ikmat Abdusalam.
Yes,
That's
please
recent.
unmute your mic. I can't see, I actually can't see all of that because I'm sharing my entire screen.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't see whatever it is that's happening.
Two people
the-
raise hands. Sense. Nafisat and
And that's
Ikmat.
why I said, Ikmat, if you can hear me, please go ahead. You raise your hand up first.
Okay, yeah, good morning. To answer the second question, we highlight the months.
Okay,
It's May to December.
okay,
Yeah.
good.
Then we go to our conditional formatting.
Okay,
And we go to top bottom. Highlight cell rules.
Mhm.
Then we click on greater than.
where did you say I should go?
Highlight cell rules.
The first one.
The first one, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Then the question says greater than above, so greater than, greater
Okay,
than.
ma'am.
Then we type 150,000. And we
Okay,
fill
ma'am.
it our color, the color of our choice.
Okay. You didn't highlight anything for me. What could be the problem? We missed a step.
I think so.
Yeah, we missed a step. So let us go back to the question. The question says, how many months add the word total sales?
Total sales.
The question is not how many salespersons. What you have asked me to do applies to salespersons. Do you understand my what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm trying to find the total sales column or row.
Okay, so if you don't have it, what will you
What
do?
is what? We sum it up. Yeah,
Exactly.
we sum the column for each month. We sum it up.
Exactly. So how do I sum it up? Tell me.
Use the sum function. Go to the next, maybe the last row. Insert the last
Okay.
a row.
So here we are going to have total sales, right? Total, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what do I do next?
Then we introduce the equal to sign.
Great. Mm-hmm.
Sum function.
Mm-hmm.
Then we highlight for May, we highlight from B5
Okay, some function. What will I do after typing some function?
bracket. Open the bracket.
Okay, we have the parentheses. Okay.
Then B2, we highlight from B5, sorry. B5
Okay.
to B22.
Okay.
Then yeah.
Okay.
So we drag it to the right, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So
So what do
we
I do from here?
you highlight it.
Which one am I highlighting?
The what we just summed
Okay,
up.
good, ma'am.
Then we'll
Okay,
go
where
to
do I go from here?
we'll repeat the same process, conditional formatting.
Okay, ma'am.
Greater than 150 and let's fill with green or red. That's all.
So what is our answer?
October 266,000.
No, I mean, what's the answer to the question?
The answer is October.
No. How many months?
How many months? Just one month.
Exactly. So I'm intentionally taking us through this so that we can, this is the reasoning part of, okay, the beginner reasoning part of what we are doing. So the question says how many months, but you are telling me the month. So the answer should be, it's just 1 month.
Yes,
Again,
yes.
the question says how many months had total sales. If you are not careful, you will do the right, so what's the word? You will do the correct calculation, but solving the wrong thing. Your calculations may be very correct. What you have asked me to do, or what you asked me to do initially, yes, very good, it's smooth. Will you get an answer? Yes, you will get it in another situation. Will you work? Yes. But are we going to find the answer to the question that we have? No, we won't. So in dealing with this, I want to say that we need to always pay attention to questions. You will make lots of mistakes. It is normal. Anybody who handles data will make mistakes. If you say you are a perfect hand, it doesn't happen. You will make mistakes. Gurus in this thing will make mistakes. So I need everyone to have it at the back of their mind that mistakes will happen. But please don't beat yourself too hard when mistakes happen. Just know that, okay, take your lessons and ensure that you pay attention. That is part of the growing process. So I am happy that you took this second question, and at least you now know how to address things going forward. You know, me say you know will make another mistake if you will still make it, right? But at least you are more aware now whenever you are reading a question and how you interpret it. Thank you very much. The third question, who would like to take that for us? Let me clean this. Need to take this out. Next question says most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? Most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? Do we have any hand raised? Auntie Motolani, are you there, ma'am?
I'm here. Sorry, I just got back. No hand is raised.
Please, ma, can you just in your very precious mind there, help me nominate one person, the person you love the most. Just call one name.
Akemisola. She was
Mhm.
giving me speaker the last class. God has catch her now. Akemisola, it's your turn.
Sorry, permission to fall out on this for now.
You want to fall out? Okay, no problem. We forgive you.
I know Mr. I know Mr. Lali will call me. I know. Don't worry. 1-0.
Okay, Labake.
Olododo. Thank God I'm not the one calling. It's the it's the person that love you that is calling.
Labake, oh.
Please,
Okay, Labake is not answering. Let's see. Adebanke, are you
Hey,
there?
Yes, I'm there, but yours,
I'm answering no.
Labake
Good
is
morning,
better.
Mama.
okay.
Okay, Labake is answering.
Good,
Labake, you can go ahead.
good morning, everyone.
Good
morning.
morning.
Most of the top 10 sales occurred in which of the month? Please, can you scroll down the screen?
Is it okay now, ma'am?
Yes, ma, it's okay.
Yeah.
So I think
Good.
we'll highlight May to October.
Okay. This way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Please, can I read the question again?
Okay. I will help you. Don't worry, me, I will help you read the
Of the
question.
top 10 sales occurred in which
In
month?
which month?
Which month? Top
Mhm.
10 sales. Top 10 sales. Feel like saying I want one more go do this one.
Okay, let me help out so that we can save time.
try?
Okay. But
Can I
thank you
try?
for. Okay,
Somebody
who,
wants to
Igmat,
try.
who
wait
wants to
now.
try? Who wants to
Can I?
try?
Can
Your
I
name,
try?
please.
Yes, ma'am.
Igmat, wait.
Nafisa
Igman,
first.
stop intimidating us now. Calm down.
I actually want to ask a question. So,
Ikmat, I will find you. Oh, I will
Eh,
find you.
a matter of time. I want to ask a question.
Let
That
Labake finish talking now. Akemisola, if you on your mic again. Me and you.
Sorry. I'm not the one talking now. I've not been the one talking. I didn't say anything, but I can
Oh,
move
better.
stuff.
Oh, better.
Hey, Jesus. Trying to
Okay,
do
what's the question?
Labake, please, you can go on.
Okay, ma'am. So I said, since it's each month, I think we would highlight each month.
Okay.
But
You want
we
me to
get.
do it one by one?
Please, can you scroll down? I can't see the question again. Is the question for me? I want to understand the question.
Most of the
Most
top
of the
10
top
sales
10
occurred
sales.
in which month?
Most of the top 10 sales occurred in which month? Which month? Which month? Top 10 sales. Is all. We highlight all.
Okay, I've done that already.
Let's go to conditional formatting. Maybe you'll give me what I'm looking for. If
Okay,
not,
and
please
then
help me. Top, bottom rows. Highlight
okay,
rows. The top 10 sales. Yes, top to bottom rows.
top to bottom. That's where I am, ma.
Yeah, okay. Top 10 items, top. But I'm still reading now. Bottom
Okay,
item, bottom, above average, below average. I don't know again now.
but I just need you to take a trial. Like
Okay.
you are close.
Auntie Rose ti fi mí rẹ́rìn ẹ jọ now.
Hey,
Top
this
10
wicked woman.
percent.
This wicked woman. Don't mind them.
Top 10.
Remember, the question is top 10 sales.
Top 10 sales.
And in the options that
Options.
you have top 10 items, top
Yes.
10%,
Okay.
bottom 10
Bottom 10.
items,
Bottom
bottom
10%.
10%,
Okay.
above average,
And
below
below
average.
We'll go for
What?
top 10 items.
Great. You see? And then you
And
click OK. So what's your answer?
I have the 10.
You
One,
have
two.
10 where?
I have them highlighted in October.
No, you have not answered the question. The question is most of
Most
the
of the top 10
occurred in which month?
Most of the top 10 occurred in which month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hi,
I would say
this woman is still counting.
I'm counting. I would say most of the top 10 occurred in October.
Hey. Now you can take my shekere.
Thank you. Oh yeah, put the shekere.
I've done it. So you know what? You don't need to count again because that is why you
Yes,
have the highlight.
it's out of
Highlights
curiosity.
will
Me, mo nkan tí
spot
mo
it
fẹ́
for
ṣe
you.
money.
Okay. Highlights will do what? Will just, it's like you using a torchlight.
Yes, ma'am.
And instead of you counting one by one, that is why Excel will show a prompt to say, what color are you comfortable with? So that if I use that color for you at a glance, you are able to
I
spot.
see.
Yes. Is this simple?
It is, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma. God bless you very much. Please
Thank you for the
don't use
opportunity.
ma for me again. Okay. Thank you for
Thank
taking it. And for the first person who took that very good shot for us for question 2. I love that. Thank you very much.
Please, can you scroll up for me a little? Because I'm sorry, I'm still counting, but it's not up to 10 at October. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's 9.
So
It's
in
9
No,
in October
May.
we didn't
and
say
1
that.
in
The
May.
question is not asking you for 10 sales.
Which
It's
month
asking
has
you
the
for
question is not
top.
asking which
Yes,
month has the 10 sales or
the
which month
top.
has the top
Look
10.
at the 10th one in the month of May.
Yes.
If you count everything, that's the top 10. But
Okay.
October has
The
more
most.
of those number
Okay.
that are very high.
Yes.
So now that means we need to I'm doing this part so that we would be able to start, or we will begin to build our reasoning, what we call the analytical part. This is just kenkeleo, small one. We'll start to build that part, because next week, by the special grace of God, we will start to combine so many what's the word now, conditions. This is just one condition, my darling, right? If we now have multiple conditions, how are you able to dissect it and be able to get the answer? So now let us go back to the question. The question says top 10 sales, and in which month has the highest. That it is October does not mean October must have all the highest sales.
highest.
We're just saying that, okay, now which month, or now how many digits here carry the top 10 sales?
Top 10.
Yes. So the top 10 sales can happen across all the months, right? But what we
Yes.
want to find is now which month self man get the highest. So we say the sales persons then be guru. So you saying, oh, it's not 10, it's 9. Yes, good. 9 in the month of October. The 10th one has been highlighted for you. So you need to factor that, okay, there is this guy called Japstam who did great in the month of May. So you don't go throw that one away, will you? See,
No.
you won't throw it away. But our focus is October. We just want to see the highest. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you very much. And I want to also appreciate my madam, Auntie Rose. Thank you for laughing. That will also ginger them. Thank you. So the next, yes, ma'am.
Adetomi raised up her hand.
Okay, ma'am.
Adetomi, please go ahead.
That name sounds new in this class.
Thank you so much. I just want to add to what she has explained to us. It's like trying to use the knowledge of our main media mode. So when we
Okay.
the mode, it is the number of time it appears. So if you are talking about the top 10 sales, if the top 10 starts from let's say 10,000, and then we have about 10 of them, it means if 1 month carries so much of the number, or the number appears so much under 1 month, then it will answer, the month will answer that question, because it says most, where the top 10 sales appeared most. So it's just to explain further on what you have said before.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Is this your first class, ma'am?
No, ma, but the first class I attended, I came late.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much
Thank you,
for
ma.
joining. I wanted to eat shekere for you, but it's not the first time, so I'll keep my shekere. Okay. So the last question under this our format thing is question D. How many sales in the month of July were more than the average? Who will try? Great. I
Dorcas,
like that.
please go ahead. Okay, Mayowa Shola raised up her hand.
Okay. The question again, how many sales in the month of July were more than the average?
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
I think we'll select the sales in July from D5 to, yeah, D22. Then we'll go to conditional formatting.
Okay, ma'am.
And then top/bottom rows.
Okay.
And are we doing below or above average? Sorry.
How
I'm
many
sorry.
sales in the month of July were more
Okay,
than
well,
the
more
average?
than. So we'll do above average. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Great.
Hmm.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for saving us time.
She
this
has
is
not
just
answered it now. She
oh yeah, I'm
just
sorry.
said-
Okay, what's the answer, ma'am?
I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Great. Thank you very much. Okay, so all these our blue field or blue cells, you can actually fill in the answers on your own. That's why we have the blue fields there, the blue cells there anyway. So we'll move next to flash fill.
Quick question, please.
Auntie Yinka, is that you?
Morning, ma. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Please, in a case where the data is very large, this counting, how do we make it faster instead of counting? That's my question.
Okay, so in that case, what I will not use conditional formatting. I would rather use functions. Because if I have 15,000 cells, I will use functions that will bring out the answer for me immediately. And that is what we will do in the next class, where you'll be using COUNTIF.
Okay, thank you.
I've actually not tried using conditional formatting because if it highlights 15,000 columns for me, I can't count it, right? But if I use formula, it will give me what I want. And when I saw, okay, this is not for you, it's for someone else. So if we use I know that those that attended the last class already have an understanding of my count if this is because that's when I will now say count if this column is greater than the average, return the answer for me. Shikina, and it will return it. That is if I have a larger data set. Do you understand, ma'am?
Ma'am. Yes, thank you so much.
So that means don't miss the next class. I will not answer that question here. Okay, so we move on. The next one for us is flash fill. And where do we use flash fill? We use flash fill when we want to just is a quicker quicker way of using our text to column. That's what flash fill will do for us. So we are using text to column. You have to highlight to go to text to column, then start to click one or two things and to get the answer, and then splitting the data. But in this case, Excel intelligence will help us get whatever it is that we want to get. So let's assume that we have several information in a particular column, right? And we want to split it. All we just need to do is just give Excel a pattern. Once there is a pattern, Excel will automatically fill for us. So I have different scenarios here. I have full name, I have first name, and then the last name. So if I want to flash fill for multiple data set, all I just need to do is to type Ronald, the first name, and the second one. The moment I do Frank, can you see this what's the max? It's looking like maxed names on the ground. If you look at my screen very well, you'll be able to see faint.
Names.
Yes, you will see it. They are very faint. You will see Terry, you will see Gianna, Cristiano, Paulo, Richard, and the rest. So that is Excel intelligence working for you to say, it be like say you want autofill or you want flash fill, right? If that is what you want to do, no wahala, I full ground for you. Just, you know what, just press the down button on your keyboard and then it will flash fill everything for you. Instead of what? Typing those names one after the other. And there are times that flash fill may not want to respond to you depending on the kind of system that you're using. In that case, the short key that you can just use after typing your Ronald, that is the first name, the Ronald, just ensure that your cursor is on Ronald. Let me take this off. Ensure that your cursor is on Ronald, or you select that cell that has Ronald and then do Control E. If you do Control E, it will flash fill all other cells for you. And the same thing for the last name. If you want to use proper case, if you want to use initial, like you want to do RV, FL, TC, GC, you know, Excel intelligence will just populate the cells for you. Okay, I want to believe this is very clear. If you have questions, please ask. We have about 15 more minutes to go. And we still have named ranges. I want us to finish these named ranges today so that next week we know that we are now we are beginning to move ahead of all this small bits. We will start to work with multiple conditions. And by that, I'm saying we are working with if, ifs, some ifs, average ifs, count ifs. We are looking at VLOOKUP. We are looking at XLOOKUP. We are not doing HLOOKUP.
Please, can you come?
Yes, Mama.
Please, can you come again now?
I said next week we'll be looking at.
No, I want you to come again on flash fill. I didn't know how you. That first name, Roland.
Okay, so you know that in this example, this highlighted area, this example, you have the full name, right? Ronald Vegan, Frank Lampard, right? But our coach, Motolani, said, please, I need you to split the full name without using text to column. Because with text to column, you will get it. It will split it for you, and then you are good to go. But our coach said, no, please use flash fill because it is faster. But I want to test your skill. So all you just need to do is type the first name, and the first name here is Ronald. Two options that you have is to work with Excel Intelligence or you work with a shortcut. If we want to say, Excel, please think for me, what you need to do again is to type the second first name, which is what, Ma? Can you tell me what that is?
Frank.
Great. The moment you type F, can you see those faint other first names in the background?
Yeah.
Great. So if you click your down arrow key on your keyboard, it will populate and then show it, say, now my face be this. So
Yeah.
do you understand?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Great. If you don't want to use this, you have another option. And the other option is to use the shortcut. By shortcut, I mean select the cell that has the first name Ronald, and then do Control E, like Control Elephant. Then the system will do what? Populate or fill the cells for you. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Great. So we are done with this, and with the same function, you can fill for all others. You can.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to ask what that E stands for, the Control E you mentioned. What is it?
I'm saying you should fill it for me now.
No. Yeah, but like when you say Control P, it says paste. It means paste. I'm saying, what does that E mean? That's my own question.
I think it is fill.
Oh, okay.
I think it is fill. It's just like you use Control V. What does V mean? You know, Control V is to what?
Paste.
It's to paste.
Why did you say because P is because Control P is print?
It's
not
print,
Control P is not paste.
Yeah.
Do you understand now?
Yes.
So that it is E does not mean that he must mean something.
Erase.
Thank you. Control E is erase. No. Shall
Hello.
we? Yes, ma'am.
Hello. So I did something. As you were talking, I was working it out on my page because you've asked us to download this working sheet. So when you asked us to type Ronald, I typed Ronald and I typed Frank. And like you said, I saw those faint names and I did my tab and it brought everything. I enter. So, but when I now checked back, I now saw that each name ended with O. So I now saw that I had typed Ronaldo and Franco. So it automatically added O to the remaining Terrio, Gianao. So Cristiano now had, I think he had 2 zeros. So I just mentioned that because I don't know, you may be anybody. And I don't know why he had to help me add the remaining O when I didn't ask him to add O for me.
You did now.
Rose.
Okay. You did because you're in your first name. What did you put there? Ronaldo.
Yes, Ronaldo.
Yes. You did. You told Excel, please. Okay, use this first name. Oh, you have the first name plus, but add 0 to it and flash fill.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Cristiano off you. All right. No problem.
So it's just like the one for initials too. If you say RV,
Oh,
do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
It's an instruction like Excel. This is what I want you to do. But you have I mentioned pattern. There has to be a pattern
Okay.
that Excel will follow.
Okay.
So
I'm interested in this email thing. Thank you so much, ma'am. I don't know how we'll form email from this one now.
I won't do the email. We don't have time. I have an instruction not to exceed 1 hour, ma.
Okay. All right.
Or okay, let's do like this. What's this woman's name, please?
Ronald Vegan.
Your own name is not Ronald Vega.
Omolabake.
Oh, you are the one.
I am.
You see, Frank what? Lampard.
Vega.
Let's see if this will work.
R. Vegan F. Lampard.
Let's see if it's not supposed to. Did it work?
It did.
I'll Auntie Motolani, please attend to Labake. She needs to please let me. She has wasted 2 minutes of our time.
Sorry. I'm done.
Auntie Labake, Ebolende.
So you can see that it worked, right?
With immediate alacrity. Yes, ma'am.
So just always use, is that you tell Excel to just follow the pattern, or you do. That's why I gave you the other option. So in case the flash fill is not, you can see that when I type this email, the first one, it's still struggling. Oh, second one, you just do Control E straight and it will flash fill for you. Do you get?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so we have named ranges, and for named ranges, we usually use this when we need precision, we need clarity. There are times that you have multiple data sets, not just this one. Maybe you have this sheet and 2 other sheets, and then you want those sheets to interact. Like you want to pick one sheet from, okay, we have multiple sheets here. You have a data set in date format, another one in extraction, another one in case, another one in format. And then you have the named ranges as the main sheet that you want to work with, but you need to interact with other sheets that are there. So in order to be clear and precise on the particular cell that you want to work with, and you want to be able to identify them immediately, there's a function in Excel that will give you the opportunity to name your cell, or to name your sheet, or to name your column, or to name your row, depending on what you want to do. So I give you an example here. We have in column 8, let me move this here. So in column 8, we have month sold. In column 9, we have quantity. In column I, we have quantity. In column J, we have unit price. In column K, we have revenue. So if I want to work with anything, ideally, if I want to say sum column K for me, I will do equals to sum, open bracket, and then highlight. Now, what I'm seeing is K5 to K14. Can you see what I am seeing, please?
Yes.
Okay, you are seeing K5 to K14. But when you use named ranges, you want to see name. You want to see something like revenue. You want to see unit price. You want to see quantity. So how do we name our range so that when we see it, I'm not seeing from K1 to K3. I just want to see this, when I see quantity, I already know that it's speaking to my unit price, the sum of the unit price, the quantity, the average of the quantity, the what again can I use now? The mean of the revenue, the median of the unit price. Because there are times that you will have questions like, okay, maybe we can use one of the questions we had for conditional formatting. Okay, give me the top 10 or give me the sum of the total sales for the month of May. So what I will now do is equals to some quantity or equals to some sales or equals to sales for the month of May, depending on what you have defined that range to be. So let us try a question together. Yeah, I have 3 questions. And question 1 says, determine the quantity sold using using name ranges, right? How do we achieve that? Number 1, what is the cell that we want to use? That's the first thing that you have to identify. The cell that we want to make reference to in this case is quantity sold. Quantity sold. So if we go back to our data set up here, looking at the header, this is our quantity. Am I correct? This is not moving. So our quantity sold, what is going on here? Quantity sold is column I. I'm sorry, I think I need to close this Excel and turn it on again. I don't know why it's not highlighting my...
If you're using mouse, maybe you should remove the mouse. The mouse might be malfunctioning.
Okay, yeah, it's not working. Thank you very much. So our quantity is in column I, right? And if we want to name that range, how do we do it? Very simple thing, right? We will highlight that cell, right? Column I, just the data, not with the header. Once you do that, you will now come to this part that we call the name box. Can you see my cursor? Can you see it to the left that has I5?
Yes.
Right? Once you get there, you will now type in the name that you want to use. Here it is what? Quantity sold. So in my own case, I can just say QTY SOLD. That's quantity sold. I have named that column. Do you understand? I can do the same thing for price. All I just need to do is come to that column, highlight the entire information in it, then go to my named box, right, and change it to what's that header again? I'm sorry. Yes, unit price. So I can say unit price. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, ma, but I can't see what you are typing.
You can't see?
Okay, the box, yes, this. Oh, yeah, typing that small box. I can't see.
Yes, now this box here.
Titi, I think it's still the same issue that Kemi complained about last week, that we can't view your what's it called now, your screen largely. It's just small.
You
So
can
what
enlarge.
Sorry?
You can enlarge your own screen from your end.
I can zoom, Abby.
Yes, zooming.
Yes, it's still not clear with the zoom. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Can
know,
you see
but
it now?
yeah, I think yes, it's larger now, but it's not a full screen. It's
It can't
okay.
be a full because I had to
Hmm? It can be a
zoom
full.
it on my end too.
Okay.
I had to zoom it on my own end because if I want you to see my entire screen, then I'm not sure I have any other way out. If anyone knows how to do that, I'm happy to learn, right? But
So
I
Miss
know
Stella
that
raised up her hand.
you said what?
Miss Stella raised up her hand.
Okay, please, can you help me?
Okay, I think it may look better if probably you have a lot of things open up on the screen. So you can off the chat. If you close the chat, I think the screen will get bigger while the number of people online or joining will get smaller. So maybe you have a lot of pop-ups on, so you can close one, then the screen will get bigger. I had the same issue when I first started. That was why I couldn't answer that question because I was still trying to navigate to
Don't
see
have
how I
any
can get
pop-up.
it. So maybe if you close the charts and then some other things, the screen will get bigger.
Can you see my screen now? I am now on the main, like I can see my Google Meet. I can see here. I don't understand though. I can't see. I don't have the chart on. I don't have the chart on.
No, I'm not talking about you, madam. I'm talking about the viewers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm talking about the viewers, not you.
I think it's the same thing we are facing. I can't. There's no way I can. My charts are not on. It's still same thing as well. You know. I think Kemi wants to say something.
Like the screen, I'm seeing it. She has zoomed it now, so
Yeah.
it's bigger. But then, all the while, I could see it. Maybe because I'm using the laptop. But I believe everybody is using the laptop. If
I'm
it's
using
full.
my laptop as well.
So it's taking like the screen is on my own is taking like 75% of the screen.
Oh wow.
So, yes. Then the class, the members of the class were just beside like 25%. So but when I first started this morning, it was very small. But I think I opened maybe quite a number of things, and then the chat too was also once I opened the chat, if I'm chatting, I may not be able to see very well because it will become smaller, the screen will become smaller. But the moment you close the chat, it gets
So
big.
that means it's not from my end. Is that my is that
No,
understanding
I don't.
correct?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, Titi. But I think something is different. Before, when you share your screen is full. There is no other thing. But last week and today, your screen is just tiny in the middle. So I'm thinking maybe is your own view setting, or I don't know, or presentation setting. Because before now your screen was always full. You didn't even need to zoom. We don't need to zoom. We see everything you are doing. But last week and today, your screen is just a little small space on the page. So even before I can follow, I have to like zoom very well, and I don't see the other part. I zoom left and right, and stuff
Sorry.
like that.
Sorry, Titi, please show your screen again. I just did something. Maybe I can share with others. I need to be sure it's okay. Can you share your screen again? That Excel. I want to be sure. Okay, good. So can we see that? Can we see that? And when you are raising your hand, there are 3 dots. Everyone, can we see the 3 dots near the raise of hand?
Yes.
I need a feedback. Okay, so click on that. You see change layout. You see full screen. So click on full screen. You might see 75% of what it is.
Yes, that's what I use.
Yeah.
That's what I
Okay,
use.
good. Yeah.
Get that sorted.
Okay, so that's it.
Thank you.
Mama
You're welcome.
Rose. Agba.
If I do that, I won't be able to navigate.
No, Titi,
No,
not
for
you.
all,
Not you,
for
but
all
only the
the viewers,
viewers.
for the
Not
viewers,
you. But
not
yes.
you.
Okay. So can we all see now?
Mama Rose, tech guru.
Wow. Okay. So all right. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
So I'm asking, is it okay? Is my screen okay now? Can I leave it the way
Yes,
it is?
yes, you
Okay.
can leave it the way it is.
Yes,
It's
please,
better
we
from
can
our
continue.
views.
Thank you.
All
Yes,
right.
it's
Thank you
better.
very much. So we have named the quantity and the unit price. So let's try that for revenue. So if I come to my name box, I can change that to revenue and then hit enter. So we want to deal with the questions now. Question 1 is determine the quantity sold using named ranges. So what's the quantity sold? If I want to do that, what's the function that I will use?
Equals sum.
Equals sum.
Quantity sold. Since we already named the range.
Yes, great. So we open the bracket and then do QTY. Can you see that automatically Excel will bring up that named range? So just click enter. Oh, sorry. Sum, quantity, and then close the bracket. I use tab instead of enter. So you will do equal sum quantity. Click on your tab button, close the parentheses, and hit enter. Did you get the answer? So instead of doing equals to sum, open the parentheses and then go to where? Quantity. Do you understand now? See the difference? You now do, okay, oh, take me to Ogbomosho. Okay, once you get to Ogbomosho, leave it there, close the parentheses and hit enter. All because you have named all the cell and you know what so from the question alone, that means you won't even need to start going to the table and coming back, going to the table and coming back. No, that's not what you want to do. So what you want to do, okay, quantity sold. I already have my named cell for quantity sold. All you are just doing is some quantity sold per. Next question, average of unit price, because you already have the unit price saved. What is find the total revenue? Okay, some revenue. Bam, you have answered everything. So it makes you what smarter. It brings or it gives you clarity and also precision in what you do. And it saves you time for quality. Yeah, if not more. I don't know the fifth one if there is any, but if I know that I just want to be fast with what I need to do, I name all my ranges. I just work with my set questions, like, okay, what questions do I have? And then I know the function to use, and then I just go straight to name ranges. I leave the remaining questions for everyone to handle on their own at their convenience.
Sorry, Auntie Titi, please, can you
Yes,
just go
Mama.
back to how you named the ranges again? One last time, please. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sure.
Mama Rose.
You say what, ma?
She took that out of my mouth. Thank you.
Spending too much time though. Okay, so let's go. For named ranges, the first thing that you should have at the top of your mind is look at the questions and then determine the fields. By fields, I'm looking at, okay, what are the headers that your questions are pointing to. In the question, you will see determine the total sales, or determine the total revenue, or determine the total quantity. So those fields, those headers are what you should focus on. The moment you are able to identify those headers, then you know the columns that you want to work with. So you have the quantity column. In the quantity column, you have several numbers there. How do you do your named wages? Highlight that entire cell. Once you highlight it, at the top left corner of your Excel sheet, there is this small box that is called the name box. It is very close to your function box, right? In that name box, whatever you have there, most of the time what you will see is maybe J5, K5, L5, H5. Whatever you have there, highlight it and then change it to the name that you want. If you look at what I have now on my spreadsheet, I have quantity sold. That is because I have renamed it. Let me use another example here. I think I have not done anything for sold. Yeah. For sold now, if I highlight everything and then I look at the top left corner of my spreadsheet, what I will see in my name box is H5. Is that what you can also see, ma'am?
Yes. H5.
So
yes.
what you need to then do is just click inside that box. Just a click is okay. Once you click, it will highlight the information that you have there, and then you can type whatever you have you want. So I can just have sold. Can you see now that I have sold there?
Yes.
Or I can do month sold. Month sold. And then you hit enter. So that's it. That's how to name your range. So if we now go down to where we have the questions, let me use this example again. The question is what? Determine the quantity sold using named ranges. We have saved a particular column that has quantity in the named range. So what we need to do is what? Equals to sum of what? Of the quantity. So what we need to do is to type that name that you already named, that name you use to name that cell or that column, right? That name is what we need now. Instead of going back to the table to pick K1 to K22 or K111, all you just need to do is to do QTY. You are good to go. Do you understand, ma'am?
Yes, very well. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. So the last part for named range is if you go to your formulas, right, you will see that we have name, what we call name manager, as part of the, I don't know what I should call it now, whether it is functions or whatever it is. If you look at the upper part of your Excel sheet, you will see different functions that you can use, or menu, whatever you want to call it, you're free. But under the formulas, you will see a button that has name manager on it. If you click on it, you will see all the columns that you have named. Do you understand? So if you now choose to change the name of what you currently have, or you want to edit it, or you want to delete it, this is where to get all of that done. So I can choose to delete, to say, okay, I don't want to, I want to clear whatever I have on that named range. I just want to delete everything and I want it plain. Please use your name manager function to get that done. Jason Oluwawa. So that that ends the fourth session on our data cleaning stage. And then if you have questions on this particular named range or flash fill or format or case, please let us know. I think we can spare another 5 minutes to attend to that. And if there is none,
Six. Can we
Mama.
raise up our hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Please, I missed how you got to the name manager.
Okay, so you see all those functions that you have at the upper part of your Excel sheet, those file, those options, go to formula. Once you get to formula, you will see your name manager. Can you see that?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me try it. Formula, name manager. Oh, I don't see name manager in my own. Yeah, found it.
I want to report you straight off.
I wanted to say
that's
Shembaye.
My computer is not Shembaye. Be careful. Okay, thank you. Got it.
Yes. Okay, good. I think we are good to go. So, thank you very much for attending our class today. And as I've mentioned earlier, next week will not be this simple again. We will start to talk about something more detailed, and it will be very interesting. And we are hoping that if we manage our time very well for next week, and maybe for next week and the next class after that, we will then be able to work on our project. The plan is for us to work on much more what's it called now? Logical. We should do more of logical functions in Excel, and then move that also to maybe the class after the next one that we'll be having would be pivot tables. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, the way we are going with Excel, we are dragging so much. I'm not sure we'll be able to do the Power Query and the rest. We should not even bother ourselves with Power Query too much because we'll be doing Power BI. So we'll just do some analysis, and then maybe in the next two sessions rather, we'll be done with Excel. I am praying and hoping that we'll manage our time very well, and then we'll close out on Excel. But please, whatever Excel sheet I share on the group, maybe before the end of the weekend, please find the time to go through it. Don't let us wait for our online session to then go through it with everyone. Please find the time to go through it so that it will save us the time. That is what will make us move at the pace at which we should move. So I just thought to point that out. I'll stop sharing my screen now, and we can also stop recording the class. Thank you.